Hey everybody, Zeke with Root Architecture here. Wanted to share a little project that we're working on right now. So one of the things that I've heard a lot in the market right now is that there is a ton of office space, as most of you guys know, as kind of the new work from home era has taken on, that we've left a lot of our urban office spaces unoccupied. And so a lot of people are trying to see what to do with those spaces and looking at conversions. One of the things I hear a lot is the conversions are extremely difficult, whether you're going to hospitality or residential, just because of the setup an office being far different than the setup of a residential. And, we're adding a lot, of additional bathrooms and amenities and things like that that add costs. And so where some of that is true, it is not impossible. And so I wanted to give an example of one little office. I'm going to call it an ugly duckling because when you see it here in a second, you'll probably agree with me. It was kind of a awkward, ugly little office space that we're bringing some new life and use to, and wanted to just kind of show how that is working. And, if this is something that might help you with some of your office spaces, we'd be glad to take a look at it as well. So actually, let me back out real quick to give you the location. So we're a couple blocks off of the Denver Art Museum District, which is also pretty close to the Civic Center Park, and adjacent to the Denver Element Hotel. A friend of mine developed that. And so this is our project, existing what used to be a IT office space. You see, it's got just, I don't know who designed this. It's awkward. It's I'm just going to say it. It's a little, odd. And so we've, played with what to do with this. And so is the owner. It's set unoccupied for several years as his staff moved remotely even before pre-pandemic. And so they had this empty office space and we're looking to figure out what to do with it. Approached us a few years ago, and they were interested in doing this conversion to a boutique hotel. So what we started with was a overall assessment of the existing site. We did a Matterport scan, looked at what was there and what it would take to convert it. And in Denver, that's going to be a change of use when you go from office to hospitality. There's 3 units up top that they were Airbnb-ing out, and that used to be legal. And they got caught in kind of the change of allowed zoning use. So this had to become a hotel for those 3 units. And then while we were doing that, we went ahead and did a conversion for the whole second floor. And you'll see the first floor is set up as co-work space and some shared office. So first, was what to do with this outside. And this is kind of the proposal on how to add some screens, clean up some of those lines on there, add some texture, and just give it a cool new feel. So we're going to do a metal screen. We're going to keep the skylights. We're going to get rid of that awkward chimney coming out of there. We're going to clean up the weird triangle, put in some stucco and different materials. So that'll be the new look. And one of the things, this project is currently under construction. One of the things that we try to do during construction to record a lot of the framing and pipes and wiring is a Matterport during construction. And so this is kind of cool because I wanted to share how we're dealing with all of the new bathrooms and plumbing coming through, because it's all just a real industrial open feel. So we'll zoom in. You can see, from the dollhouse view, this was an open space, how this has gotten sectioned out into, I think we're 9 hotel units. So we left a corridor. It's got 2 exits, and we're doing a ground floor unit. So if you're less than 20 units, you need at least 1 accessible unit, and that can be done on a ground floor level. So this did not have an elevator in it, and it didn't have the budget to add one. So the upper units won't be accessible, but the lower one will. If you remember, that outside had kind of a bird peak in the upper corner. And we're going to use that space to make a little loft. So I won't get you too dizzy by walking you through, but you can see the framings going in, insulation, wiring on this level. And then above us, there's a little spiral staircase going up to a little loft level. So you'll have just a little couch and a loft up above. These are around 300 square foot. So pretty economic floor plans for a little boutique hotel. And then we'll go down to the ground floor, and they're currently using this as a bit of a construction office. But it was previously renovated for the co-work space, so it's still got some nice finishes, and it was already set up to be pretty industrial, so you can see kind of the exposed ceilings and the piping coming through. It's going to be typical in a commercial space. Oftentimes you'll end up with bar joist and steel, so whether you end up leaving it exposed or not, it's actually not that difficult just to run in the new pipe and plumbing and the bar joist. In this case, we're going to leave a lot of that exposed, probably put a little soffit on this funky corner there. But that's it. And so this will get new life. It'll be more of a co-work space, which again is a use that's a little bit more common as people are looking for smaller spaces to get away or traveling and need an office to work. And then the upper level, we're going to convert to those 9 units. It did take about, I'd say probably 6 to 9 months to go through that change of use. You got to do a public notification. And then, of course, we had to go through and do the building permit. Some of the key items and conversions are looking at accessibility, like we talked about, adding that ground floor unit. And that's it. So something that you're interested, let us know. Love to help you.